Hello YouTube, it's me again. I decided to make a more amusing video, I guess, because the past few videos have been kind of serious, and while this will have its serious parts in it, most likely, I just wanted to make something that was less like that. Because I'm not a serious person, honestly, and it just feels weird that all of the videos have been more like that. I was actually thinking lately more about the differences between men and women restrooms. While I'm not for the division of bathrooms, I'd prefer just a bunch of gender-neutral bathrooms or something like that. I just found it kind of funny, the differences between the two. I guess I'll include a little bit of a backstory to how my experience might be a little bit different than most people. Alright, I'm just gonna say it, I'm a little bit pea-shy. Just a little bit. Part of me actually kind of wants to contribute that to the trans thing, but I don't know if that actually affects other people. Even to this day, just whenever I go into the restroom, or back when I had to use female restrooms, I always just got very nervous when people were in the restroom and I couldn't go to the bathroom. Part of me thinks that maybe that's related to the trans thing. I was never really comfortable going to the bathroom in the first place the way that I have to. And once I end up getting bottom surgery and can do that myself, I might be more comfortable with it. We'll see. Relating that to this whole comparison, I never really understood why girls, when they go to the bathroom, they go in groups. Because I always wanted to go by myself for the reason of, like, I just didn't like going to the bathroom when other people were in there. It always made me nervous, and I hated it. So, I don't know, but, like, the biggest difference between guys and girls when going to the bathroom is that girls tend to go in these big groups, and guys go alone. Not only that, but, like, you walk into the girls' restroom, and there's all this talking going on. I mean, it depends on the size, and, like, I'm comparing this more to high school experiences because I don't go to that restroom anymore. There's always talking. There were always girls just gossiping about things, or just going together and saying, oh, let's go to the bathroom together, you know. We're friends, why don't we go together? Like, I don't understand that, but that is the female restroom thing, is going in groups. I've asked my friends, they're girls, why do you go in groups? And they would just tell me jokingly, oh, we go to talk about you, or something like that. So I've never really gotten a straightforward answer about that. And honestly, like, I've experienced that myself too. Like, I've had people be like, oh, you know, you're going to the bathroom, oh, I'll go with you too. Like, when people would offer that, I always just felt so awkward. Like, no, I just want to go by myself. Why are you going to keep me company? But that's generally how the female restroom has worked in my experience, has been girls going together to give company to each other. The guy restroom is so different than that. You walk in, you do your thing, you leave, and you generally go alone. And if you go together, it's weird. I mean, I've never really gone together with people because I try and avoid doing that, mostly because of the trans thing. Whenever I see people go together, it just always seems kind of awkward, and then they have to, like, go to different urinals, like, there has to be a space, or, like, you kind of avoid each other. That's so opposite than female restrooms, where everyone's like, oh, let's go right next to each other, let's have a conversation while we're in the middle of pissing. I have occasionally seen guys, like, you know, have a little small talk conversation with the other while, you know, standing in front of a urinal, but that's just, from what I've heard from my friends, that's just weird when people do that, especially when you don't know them. My roommate, he had gone in the bathroom once, and then one of the professors just started having a conversation with him, and he felt very awkward about it. I just noticed that with guy restrooms, you go in, you go to the bathroom, and you leave. You don't really do anything in between, like fixing your hair, that I guess a lot of girls do, that I know at least, and you don't go in groups and have a whole socializing and gossiping thing. That's what I've noticed as the difference between the two.